Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and we are on the cusp of the Xbox release for Final Fantasy XIV. Now, while I don't plan on playing on the Xbox anytime soon, I'm quite content with playing on PC. There are a lot of people who will be jumping in for the first time and may have questions about going from open beta to the full release, the different versions of the game, and paying for the game monthly. All of those details are covered here in a new post over on the Lodestone. So, because I know not a lot of people check the Lodestone, I figure I might as well share that information for you in a video. Now, first off is a reminder that the official release for the Xbox version is going to be Thursday, March 21st at 1 a.m. PDT. Once that time passes, you can go through any of the necessary account changes that you need to in order to actually play the full game on your Xbox. Now, in this post, the first thing they do is go over the product lineup. This has fortunately gotten a lot easier to understand over the years, but essentially, you have the Starter Edition, which is exactly the same as the open beta that you played, but without any of the restrictions like, not being able to form your own parties or not being able to use retainers. All of those things you couldn't do in the free trial, you can do with the Starter Edition. Now, I'm going to be covering a specific detail about that later, so it's very important that you stay tuned if you're somebody playing the open beta / free trial on your Xbox right now. Then you have Endwalker. Now, with Final Fantasy XIV, purchasing the most recent expansion at any given time will give you all of the expansions that aren't included in the Starter Edition. In this particular case, purchasing Endwalker will include Shadowbringers and Endwalker. But it is worth noting that when Dawn Trail comes out in a few months, that purchasing Dawn Trail will cover everything from Shadowbringers to Dawn Trail. So if you're purchasing the game now, playing the game now, even though you're buying Endwalker, you will still have to buy Dawn Trail this summer, so bear that in mind as well. Then you have the various collector's editions, the complete editions, etc. Collector's editions just include some in-game bonus items, and you can't buy the Endwalker collector's edition unless you actually already have the online starter edition. You need to at least have you need to have the game before you can purchase a collector's edition for the most recent expansion. Now, there is also the complete edition, which is just the starter edition and Endwalker edition combined. So it's all the expansions at once. Then there's the online complete collector's edition, which includes bonus items from all of the various expansion releases because they've all had their own digital collectors. It includes every single one of those. None of those are that important. Most of them are like mounts or like small pieces of glam. So if you just want a couple of extra things like that, you can grab that version. And if you don't want them now, but you decide you want them later, you can do that upgrade on your account later as well. And then the free trial, which, as I said earlier, is exactly the same as the open beta that Xbox people have been playing, and the free trial that the rest of the community has already memed on and known for years and years on end. And you can just buy any of these versions off the Microsoft Store when the game actually releases. Now, you do need to have Xbox Game Pass, either the Core or Ultimate Edition, in order to play. However, the free trial does not require Game Pass. It is also not a Game Pass library title, so don't go looking for it there. You will also need to link your Xbox and Square Enix account, and this is an irreversible thing, so do not link the wrong accounts. Be very sure about which accounts that you're actually linking. Next, we have instructions for people who played the open beta so that they can get on and continue playing during the official release. So follow the instructions below using the Xbox account you used during the open beta test to play the full product version with your existing game data. It will not be necessary to re-download the software. Alternatively, you are welcome to continue playing the free trial. I am going to recommend that as long as you don't mind the account restrictions that come with the free trial version, that you ride that out for as long as possible. Remember, the free trial goes up to level 70 and includes 2 expansions. That's all the content that you could get from 2013 until 2019. Until you've at least caught up with the story, you can avoid paying a monthly subscription or paying anything at all. There is an important detail to cover about that later in this post, however. So, log into the Xbox account you used to participate in the open beta test and purchase one of the following products. Either the online starter edition, which again is the free trial with no restrictions, same exact content, the online complete edition, which is all expansions, and the online complete collector's edition, all expansions plus some digital bonus items. Players with an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate may download the online starter edition for free until Friday, April 19th. So this is the detail I wanted to cover. They are allowing you, if you have an Ultimate Game Pass, as they've said, to get the starter edition for free. If you want to get away from the restrictions of the free trial, you can do so until that date. You could do so at any point from the launch until that date. But if you ride out the free trial until close to April 19th and then take the free download, then, more free time with the game. Your 30 free days for the starter edition won't begin until you actually apply it. So that's just something to consider. But if you don't want to wait, you don't have to wait. If you just want to go straight into the complete edition, whatever you want to do, go right ahead. I'm just passing on a little piece of advice. That's the thing I said I wanted to do, so let's move on. Then launch the 14 application, log in and follow the instructions to select the service account. The product should be registered. Now, if you didn't play the open beta, you still have to purchase one of those versions of the game and then launch the application and then enter your Square Enix account information. So you'll need to link your Xbox and Square Enix account, basically all the stuff the open beta participants already had to do. This is just the same instructions that they would have had to do. So linking the accounts, making sure it's the right accounts. If you're currently playing on another platform, such as the Windows version, and would like to continue playing with the same character on the Xbox Series X and S, then please use the Square Enix account that is associated with those characters and ensure that it is correct. The free trial version is also available, so if you're starting 14 for the first time, please consider this option as well. Good. When creating a new character, you'll be prompted to select a starting world. Now, I've gotten a lot of questions about where players should be starting. If you're in North America, most people do endgame content on Ether. However, you're capable of traveling between the different data centers and the servers on each of those data centers. So your home world is kind of a question mark. The Dynamis data center, which is the least populated of them, regularly has bonuses for making characters on those servers and housing options available. But you have to bear in mind that if you want to do most content, a lot of people travel to another data center, which comes with some negatives, not being able to use your retainers, not being able to, benefit from your free company buffs. So it's up to you. Primal and Crystal, perfectly acceptable as well, but they have that same kind of issue where you may not find all the content you're looking for on the data center that you're playing. And that's really mostly an endgame thing. Duty Finder is okay on Primal and Crystal. Dynamis, I don't know how it's been since the Xbox open beta began, so I can't speak from experience, but these are just things to bear in mind. You have options. So, don't just jump into a random thing. Consider it a little bit. Now, the big thing to consider is new or preferred worlds. A preferred or a new world will basically double the amount of experience that you get up until, what is it now? I think it's level 80. I think it's road to 80 now, isn't it? Yeah. So essentially, you just get a massive amount of EXP. And they go over all that information here, and you can check the server status page to see what is classified as a new or preferred world. If you don't mind it being a less populated world, that's a great way to get so much leveling done. These bonuses will last for as long as the world is new or preferred, or I think it's 90 days. I think it's 90 days or a newer, or as long as it's the newer preferred world status, whichever is longer. If you're on a preferred world and it stays preferred for like a year, great. You've just got that bonus for a year. And if the world immediately becomes unpreferred after you make a character on it, then you still have the 90 days. So no matter what, it's kind of a winning scenario. Most people do recommend, for ease of play, to try to go to one of those worlds because you can just freely hop to the other worlds anyway if you want to play with a friend or, just want to find more people, whatever your reason is. So there may be times when no worlds are classified as new or preferred. If that happens, by the way, then it doesn't matter. Just pick wherever you want. Again, Dynamis usually pretty good for finding housing, for example. Now, this is the thing that's a little bit weird, but it's not that surprising at the same time. Payment for service fees and optional item purchases will require Final Fantasy XIV coins, which can be purchased from the Microsoft Store. Please purchase Final Fantasy XIV coins before using the MOG Station or the Final Fantasy XIV online store. It seems to be how Microsoft is trying to capitalize on getting like a chunk of the subscriptions, but it only seems to work if you're exclusively playing and using the app on the Xbox. It says right here, after purchasing coins from the store, log into the Xbox version of Final Fantasy XIV to have the purchased coins credited to your Square Enix account. You will not be able to use the purchased 14 coins until you log in, so please be sure to log in after purchasing them. So yeah, you got to make sure you do take that extra step after buying them. When playing only the Xbox Series X and S versions, payments will be handled using 14 coins. If you're playing on multiple platforms, then you will have a choice as long as you are going to the website. If you go through the app on the Xbox, it will still ask you for Final Fantasy 14 coins. So this is relevant if you are only going to be playing the Xbox version. You have to do these kind of extra steps here because Microsoft got to make that money, man. They're trying to pull in a little bit of dosh from that subscription cost. You know, that's their cost, I suppose, of trying to get the game on their platform. So it's a little annoying, but not that different from the way Microsoft makes other games, certain other games work as well. So I guess I'm not really that surprised by the whole thing. But this is honestly, if you're not an Xbox player, it's kind of hard to be annoyed. And even if you're planning on signing up for the Xbox version, if you have the other platforms, then, then you can still just do the same thing you've been doing this entire time. So it doesn't actually change. This is a reminder later on that the starter edition, which includes A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, and Stormblood, will be free as part of the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate perk until April 19th. Again, if you're willing to delay that and stay on the free trial, as long as you don't forget, you can delay that as long as you want. Now, this is kind of a nice thing. For a limited time, purchasing either the Starter Edition, Complete Edition, or Complete Collector's Edition will include the following in-game bonus items: a Palom Minion and Menfina's earrings, which grant you a 30% EXP bonus up to level 80. So that's actually incorrect. It actually provides the bonus up to level 81 because the bonus itself works at level 80. So just want to throw that out there as well. These were the pre-order bonuses for Endwalker. And the pre-order earrings, every expansion for a while now, we've gotten the EXP earrings. They go away when pre-orders aren't available anymore. So it's kind of interesting that they're allowing players that essentially would have never had the opportunity to pre-order Endwalker to get these. It also means, I'd at least assume, I guess I should read down to see if it works this way, that if you're a player who missed them and then you buy the Xbox version, Starter Edition, Complete, or Complete Collectors, you might actually just be able to get these earrings. I wouldn't do that because Dawn Trail will very likely have EXP earrings, but you won't get those till Dawn Trail comes out. So I leave that up to people if they want to do it early, if it matters to them, whatever. Okay, let's see. Service accounts that already have been granted these items via the Endwalker pre-order bonus code will not be eligible. However, it doesn't make mention of if you don't have them, but you already have the game. So I'd assume that it does actually work if you, for some reason, wanted to grab those just a few months before Dawn Trail comes out. The Palom Minion probably more important to some people than the Menfina's earrings. These are delivered in-game at basically the mailboxes, the Moogle delivery service. Minions are vanity pets. They don't do anything. And the earring only works on defeating enemies and is only workable on combat jobs. So you won't get it from like quests, you won't get the bonus XP, but bosses and dungeons, which are massive amounts of EXP, as well as other activities that involve defeating enemies, it will work for those and is quite useful, let me tell you. And then that purchasing period is all the way until Friday, April 19th. So that free copy that you get with your Ultimate Game Pass should be eligible for these as long as, you take the free copy or buy it of your own volition. Or you could just buy, the complete edition, whatever, as long as you buy something. So overall, a little confusing because of the Final Fantasy 14 coins, but otherwise this is fairly standard stuff. It's a lot of instruction for, hey, I bought a game, how do I play it? But welcome to Final Fantasy 14, Xbox people. Everything's great, except when it's a little too convoluted. So this is a great entry point for you to get used to that point. So anyway, just wanted to cover this for all the Xbox peeps who might be coming in, or for people who didn't know that this post was made and have friends that plan on getting in on Xbox, and you want to pass this along to them. I'll include a link in the description of the video below so that way you can pass that around as well. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care.